Have you ever felt like you're doing everything right, yet something is holding you back? Like there's this invisible weight dragging you down without your awareness? It's not always about what you do. Sometimes it's about what you repeatedly allow. Today, we're exposing 7 habits that silently chip away at your strength, your confidence, and your future. If you want to break free from mediocrity and reclaim your true potential, this video is your wake-up call. Welcome to Progrixx, where we unlock human performance, one mindset shift at a time. Let's dive deep. Point 1. Habit of constant self-doubt. You second-guess yourself. You analyze every decision 100 times. You hold back from speaking up or taking action because you fear failure, judgment, or looking foolish. Self-doubt is like a leak in your internal power tank. It drains your belief system. The longer it continues, the more your confidence shrinks, and with it, your ability to influence, lead, or create. This habit might feel normal, especially if you grew up in a critical or perfectionistic environment. But just because it's familiar doesn't mean it's harmless. You've got to counter self-doubt with deliberate action. Build momentum by making small decisions quickly. Start collecting evidence of your own capability. Self-belief is a muscle, and the more you use it, the stronger it becomes. Point 2. Living for validation. If your worth depends on the number of likes, comments, or compliments you receive, you're handing your power over to the world, and that's dangerous. When you constantly need external validation, you never feel enough. Even when people praise you, it only fills you for a moment. Then you're empty again. What makes you powerful is the ability to validate yourself, recognize your wins, appreciate your own growth. Practice looking in the mirror and affirming your path, your choices, and your identity without needing someone else to clap for you. Point 3. Avoiding discomfort. Growth never lives in your comfort zone. Yet so many people stay stuck because they're addicted to ease. You avoid hard conversations. You skip workouts. You delay that business idea. You wait for the right time. Here's the truth. Comfort kills potential. The most successful people are not fearless. They've just trained themselves to move despite fear. They know discomfort is a signal that growth is happening. Start small. Choose to do one uncomfortable thing every day. Over time, you'll condition your nervous system to stop panicking and start expanding. Point 4. Overconsumption of content YouTube videos, TikToks, podcasts, scroll, swipe, click, repeat. Information is power, but only when it's applied. Mindless consumption gives the illusion of progress, but unless you pause to implement, reflect, and act, it's just noise. If you're spending more time learning than doing, you're stuck in what I call the inspiration trap. Don't just collect motivation, schedule it, test it, live it. Transformation comes from execution, not exposure. Point 5. Saying yes too often. Every time you say yes to something unimportant, you're saying no to something essential. People-pleasing isn't kindness. It's self-neglect, wrapped in politeness. You feel guilty for setting boundaries, so you overextend, you burn out, and you quietly resent others, even though you handed them that power. Learn to pause before responding. Ask yourself, does this align with my goals, my values, my time budget? A powerful person protects their energy like currency, because it is. Point 6. Waiting for motivation. Motivation is not a starter. It's a byproduct. If you're always waiting to feel ready, you'll be waiting your whole life. The most productive people don't rely on moods. They rely on systems. They show up on the days they feel like it, and on the days they don't. Discipline is the true superpower. Build habits that trigger action regardless of emotion. That's how you become unstoppable. Point 7. Ignoring your inner dialogue. You talk to yourself more than anyone else does, but what do you say? If your inner voice is filled with criticism, sarcasm, or negativity, it's sabotaging your progress from the inside out. The words you say to you are shaping the life you build around you. Start listening to your thoughts, then start upgrading them. Speak to yourself like you would to someone you love and admire. Your mind will believe whatever you repeat, so choose wisely. The truth is, these 7 habits don't scream for attention. They don't knock you down instantly. They whisper. They linger. And before you realize it, they've quietly shaped a life of limitation. But once you see them, you have the power to change them. You're not weak. You're just misaligned. Start breaking these silent habits, and you'll awaken the strongest, clearest version of yourself. Subscribe to Progrixx for more powerful mindset shifts and life-changing content. Because your growth isn't optional, it's necessary. See you next Sunday.